good evening, children of the Most High God, the family of Jesus Christ, the people who are pursuing Jesus Christ project in order to find out exactly what was the plan when Jesus came to this world, what he has he encountered, and how did he manage to work through all the problem around there and manage to reach a much bigger conclusion. If we can check right now, let us go into Matthew 14, where we are going to examine the death of John the Baptist and what was the consequence. How did Jesus react to the death, and how did he manage to secure the training of his disciples so that they cannot be run down, so that their life can stay the same? Tonight, I'm inviting you to be part and parcel of this journey so that we can understand what actually happened. From verse 1, when Herod Antipas, the ruler of Galilee, heard about Jesus, he said to his advisers, "This must be John the Baptist raised from the dead. That is why he can do such miracles. For Herod has arrested and imprisoned John as a favor to his wife Herodias, the former wife of Herod's brother Philip. John has been telling Herod it is against God's law for you to marry her." Herod wanted to kill John, but he was afraid of the riot because all the people believed John was a prophet. But at a birthday party for Herod, Herodias' daughter performed a dance that greatly pleased him. So he promised with a vow to give her anything she wanted. At the mother's arguing, the girl said, "I want the head of John the Baptist on a tray." Then the king regretted what he had said, but because of the vow he made in front of his guests, he issued a necessary order. So John was beheaded in prison, and his head was brought on a tray and given to the girl, who took it to her mother. Later, John's disciples came for his body and buried it. Then they went and told Jesus what has happened. Here we find the problem of leadership and the problem of immaturity when you are a leader. A leader is not supposed to be controlled by his marriage, but 99% of leaders are being controlled. We just don't see it happening, but we see it on the activities of the leader when it comes to taking the decision. This was a very serious issue because John the Baptist was not wrong for accusing Herod not to marry his brother's wife. It's not something that we're used to. And we don't even have the reason why Herod keeps on enjoying that kind of a marriage with a woman of his brother, especially when his brother was still alive. That was something very bad. But when Herod heard about Jesus, he was like amazed. I have killed John, but now this is another man, and he's doing more miracles than John. And it was a disaster for him, thinking about what he has done and what has come up after the killing of John the Baptist. Because he did it, he imprisoned John as a favor to his wife Herodias, the former wife of Herod's brother Philip. So John has been telling Herod it is against a law for you to marry her. Herod wanted to kill John, but he was afraid of the riot because all the people believed John was a prophet. So if you look at this situation, we see the king or the leader who is bowing down, not to God, but to the wife. The leader who is doing things just to please his wife, knowing that he has got the Spirit of God in him, But he ignored all the calls coming from the Spirit. And he chose to bow down to the pressure of his wife. Why? Because of the love, or because something has been happening in Herod's mind. He was not correctly thinking. I think it was the plan of God to eliminate him because Herod was acting far away from the principles of a leader. And after killing John, he felt everything will be okay. But when he started hearing what is happening, when he started hearing the ministry of Jesus Christ exploding, he was not comfortable anymore. And the way he murdered John the Baptist, it was very, very unfair. It was some decision that he made because he wanted to impress the people who have come to visit him, which is not correct. This is the situation we are having today, where our people, having a little power, having a little money, they start to behave unfairly. They start to go out there and start living a life of luxury, a life of making sure that they are doing everything just to make sure that people will see this world as a lovely place. That is the reason why we see Herod now taking some funny decisions. And this decision has led the life of John the Baptist in a serious mess. But he was regretting. But out of the way he has been behaving the whole day, he ended up killing John the Baptist. What do I see here? Remember, the ministry of John the Baptist was completely done. Jesus has launched his ministry now. It was performing, it was baptizing, and Jesus was leading it. So there was no need for the second ministry to exist. That is the reason why we see all these strange things happening, and then John the Baptist is killed. It was the plan of God that the ministry of John must come down. That's why John said by himself, no, I must go down, he must go up. He knew, he knew this was coming because this thing was planned in heaven. So when Jesus started to perform powerfully, and then there was no need for another John the Baptist because Jesus was baptizing, Jesus was raising the dead, Jesus was making his ministry bigger again. So when John was sent in prison, God make it pretty clear that John is not going to make it in prison. He must be killed there. So that the ministry that must remain. He has finished preparing for Jesus' ministry. So there is no need. The roads are now leveled. All the places are clean. Everything to do with the ministry of Jesus Christ has been completed. So what does that mean to us? It means that all of us has got terms and agenda. We are not here on earth to compete with each other. We are not here on earth to find ourselves in conflict with other leaders. So that is the reason why God has made it a point that John the Baptist must die. And John has died. Now Jesus is carrying on, working so hard alone, and he took over the ministry and make sure that everything is being done by himself. He's not sending any other people. He's the one going up and down preaching the gospel. That was his project. And his project was to say, after John the Baptist has completed his ministry, it's now up to him, Jesus Christ, to go up and down, teaching day and night. And when he has left us now, it is now up to us to carry on the project of Jesus Christ, going up and down, preaching the gospel to all the people in this world. Why must we do that? We are doing that because he has given us a commission, a command to say, go ye two by two to the villages, to the town, to the cities, to the taxi ranks, to the schools, everywhere. He never said we must go to churches. So we can change it our way. But he said, go ye to the world. Teach them what I have told you, not what John has told you, not what Moses has told you. So we at All Jesus Christ Project will pursue that plan in the name of Jesus Christ. We are on YouTube, we are on Facebook, we are on WhatsApp, and we are also on Telegram. So don't worry. We've got a channel called Jesus Christ Project on WhatsApp. You can click on it and then you can see our videos. In the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.